Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday to you guys. I normally get my videos done on Wednesday, but I have been crazy busy, and so I hadn't had an opportunity to get this video out to you guys. So I wanted to be certain that I did today. I left a video on last night, just a really small tidbit talking about what I would be discussing with you guys for today's segment. And I'm so excited to talk about this because this is an area that I have now overcome myself, and I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you guys. You know, we go through so many different things in life. We have so many experiences, some adverse experiences, to be more specific. You know, we lose a loved one and we ponder what we could have done better or more of while that loved one was living. Some of us have gone through divorces, experienced all kinds of abusive situations in our life, from financial to social to emotional to physical abuse. The list goes on of the adverse experiences that some of us have had to face in our lives. And you know, oftentimes we have a struggle getting past those experiences. We find ourselves reliving these things over and over and over again, playing that same recording over and over in our minds about what transpired and what we could have done differently, or how we could have fixed this, or how we could have done that. And even sometimes in our lives, we recall to memory decisions that we could have made, or decisions that we may have not represented really properly when we made the decisions. And so we ponder those things, and we ponder over and over in our heads about stuff that's transpired in our yesteryears, or our yesterdays, if you will. And so I wanted to share with you guys something today that we all would need to incorporate into our lives in order for us to have a great life from the inside out. You know, I like to talk about a lot of things on inside versus outside, because a lot of things that happen on the inside manifest on the outside. A lot of our emotional calamities and chaos manifest in our relationships. A lot of the challenges that we have with our health manifest in our skin and how our body actually looks when on the outside. And so I wanted to share this with you guys today for you to just ponder and consider grace. Extend yourself some grace. You know, guys, everybody extends us grace, from creditors. You know, even if you go to a car dealership, you don't like a vehicle and you've already made that purchase, you get an extension of grace to take that car back and say, hey, you know what? I don't really want it. I liked it for 24 hours, but now I realize this is not the car for me. We get grace to pay our bills a little bit later if we're not in a position to do so right in the moment when the bill is due. In most instances, some creditors don't give any grace, but for the most part, we're extended grace. Even the creator of the universe extends grace to us as human beings. And so because we get an extension of grace, we have to apply that same extension to ourselves. We get to be so hard on ourselves. I'm telling you, our worst critic can be ourselves. Nobody can criticize us better than we can criticize ourselves. We find things that are wrong instead of looking at what's right. We remember and recall so many adversities that have transpired in our lives, and we don't give ourselves enough grace. We need to extend ourselves some grace. We extend grace to everybody else. We forgive people over and over again for things that happen, you know, from different confusions or disagreements or challenges that you have in some kind of relationship with somebody. And we extend to those individuals some grace, but we don't do it to ourselves. We don't extend to ourselves enough grace, enough unmerited favor to ourselves. Yes, you may have made a bad decision 2 weeks ago, but what does that have to do with today? You got another opportunity. You're still alive and well, and you can make a different choice. Yes, the marriage failed. Okay, whoop-de-woo, as my son always says. Get over it. Extend yourself some grace to believe that there's somebody somewhere out there for you that will love you as you are and for who you are. Extend yourself some grace. No, you may not look the way you want to look, but it took you a while to get to that look. So it's going to take a minute to get out of that look and get that body the way that you want it to look. Extend yourself some grace. Remember today, guys, that it is important that we extend ourselves some grace. It's called basically self-love. Loving yourself enough to move forward from the past experiencing, loving yourself enough to forgive yourself, loving yourself enough to just say, hey, listen, this is what it is. It is what it is, but I can do something better. Yes, I missed that window of opportunity, but another window, another door is going to present itself. That's grace. All of that is grace. Smiling through pain, smiling through adversity, that's still grace. Extending yourself the ability to say, hey, yeah, it happened, but all is forgiven. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving today, guys. Extend yourself some grace. We all could use a little more grace to ourselves. Don't worry about anybody else extending it to you. Be concerned with you extending it to you. You're the most important person in your life. You're the person that has to deal with you on a regular, continuous basis. You have to extend you some grace. Find a way today to learn how to extend yourself to some grace. It's going to take a minute to master it, but I'm telling you, if you start today, it will be a journey that you will not be apologetic for. You'll be excited. You'll be more content. You'll be more happy. You'll be freer. You'll be more at peace with who you are as a human. Extend yourself some grace. Grace is unmerited favor that we receive, not only from the Creator, but we need to learn how to extend ourselves some grace. We all fail. We all have challenges. We all face adversities. We all have come through some trying situations. But at the end of the day, through it all, we still can overcome. We still can become better. We still can become more powerful. We still can do something amazing. So today, I just wanted to encourage you guys to extend yourself some grace. This is Coach Koffe in the great state of Texas. I'm so excited to have shared this with you guys today. This was an area that I used to struggle with myself. Man, I used to go through it about what I coulda, shoulda, woulda, had, did it. But now I realize that, hey, that stuff is all in the past. I can't change it or fix it if I even try to. There's no way to go back. The only thing we can do is press forward. So let's do it together. DM me if you want to have a discovery session with me. It won't be at any cost to you. It will only cost you and I a little bit of time to connect and see if we can't work together in my life coaching services through Destined for Greatness Life Coaching Services. I would love to be here for you to support you in your quest to become a better version of yourself. Follow me on all my platforms. They're all at P. Coffee Brown. If you want to find me professionally, look for me on LinkedIn. If you want to find me from a personal perspective with a lot of good content and a lot of encouragement on a continuous basis, look me up on the Book of Faces, aka Facebook, and also on Instagram. I love you guys. I appreciate you stopping by for just this little bit of time with me as we discuss something that we all need to be able to embrace, and that is grace. Blessings to you guys. Again, happy Thursday, grace and peace, and enjoy the balance of your evening. Again, this is Coach Koffe in the great state of Texas. Love you guys. DM me when you need me. I'll be here for you. Blessings.